Hello, I'm Robin Black, and today I'm going to create a look inspired by the glitz and glamour of Studio 54. So I've already prepped the skin, and since Stephanie doesn't need much coverage, I'm going to begin with a sheer base. It's best to work outward from the center of the face using short brush strokes to apply the product. Then I go back in with my fingers and use gentle tapping or rolling motions to blend the foundation seamlessly into the skin. And don't forget to blend under your jaw, down your neck, and across your ears. Concealer should always be applied after foundation, but because Stephanie doesn't have under eye circles, I'm just going to use a tiny bit of yellow-based concealer to brighten up the area. Then with the same concealer, I'm going to trace around the base of her nostrils and dot over any blemishes or discoloration. Then I go back in with my fingers and use gentle tapping or rolling motions to blend the foundation seamlessly into the skin. And now I'm going to do some subtle contour and highlighting using very sheer products to create a more natural look. Starting with the Burberry contour pen, I'm going to draw in a bit of depth under her cheekbones, down the sides of her nose, under her chin, under her jaw, and then across the top of her forehead. Then using a concealer a few shades lighter than her skin that I've already mixed with a highlighting cream, I'm going to add emphasis to the high points of the face. Just remember that anything you lighten appears to come forward and anything you darken visually recedes. So here you can see the pattern in which I've applied the contour and highlight, but each face shape is different and you should customize to make the most of your individual bone structure. To blend the products together, I'm using a large soft brush with gentle circular motions. This creates a very natural contour and highlight effect. If you prefer to use a cream blush, you can skip this next step. However, I'm going to use a powder blush, so I'm setting the base with a small amount of translucent powder. When it comes to cheek color, you always want to use powder over powder and cream over cream. Mixing the two textures tends to create a mess. Now, blush was a really serious thing in the late 70s and early 80s, so in keeping with our Studio 54 theme, I want a strong cheek, but to make it more modern, I'm going to use a warm sunset color. Starting right in the center of the apples of the cheeks, I'm blending upward and back toward the hairline. You can use the remaining product on your brush to tap a tiny amount onto the temples and chin for an all-over glow. And there you have it, disco-worthy skin. Check out parts 2 and 3 for brows, lips, and eyes.